What's up?
Not much.
We're supposed to be doing a review, aren't we?
Yeah.
What should we review?
I have some ideas.
Let's hear 'em. I'll write it down. You know what? That actually sounds like a pretty good idea. Hey, buddy. Sorry. Lovely. Today's review kicks off with an overview of what show? Well, Boku no Hero Academia. Also known as
My Hero Academia.
I guess we'll cover the history a little.
Like,
How would it leads up to being what a Soviet and everything goes for it. I know we're going to basically be given some spoilers.
well, I know after something, I know what century this takes place in.
Yeah.
The 24th century.
Yeah. The show starts almost 200 years after the discovery of quarks. So it's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
If you look at it from the point of humanity having grown.
Which is interesting. You think it would be less stagnant.
Yeah, with powers, we'd be developing more. But we didn't. I mean, literally in the show, it's...
Well, although I guess... I mean, I can't say stagnant because, you know... The little disc things that produce projections.
Yeah, they got hologram too. Well, there's also people who mind and understand technology a lot better.
Right. I'm just saying.
But, I mean, clothing, most technology, still the same as today.
Right. The 80% of the world's population having powers or quirks in the case of this.
It's interesting. It kind of... But to understand what's going on in modern show time, you have to look back almost 200 years ago at the dawn of quirks, then to the Dark Age. There was war, there was heroes came.
There was discrimination.
Deep discrimination. What we look at today was nothing compared to what they dealt with in the show.
Now, but and the creator of the show, Kohei Horikoshi, definitely put together an interesting world.
Yeah.
even putting some references to some pop culture stuff, some other pop culture stuff.
Especially in naming places.
Yeah. And one of the references, one has so many references. I don't think we even need to. It's so blatant. We don't even need to mention what it is.
No. I mean,
but let's head into our MC. Izuku Midoriya.
born quirkless.
Now, usually, by the time they're 4, they tend. Now, it could be at the age of 4, it could be at birth.
For some.
Yeah.
Now, usually you get a quirk that's either like your parents, or somewhat like one of your parents, or both your parents, or it's a mutation quirk of your parents' quirks. Now, for Midoriya,
he should have been a 5th generation quirk user.
Yeah. But
and one or a combination of the or a combination of the powers his parents have is his mom can flip small objects.
well, as far as we know, he's never really tried anything heavier. As far as anybody knows, is his mom can float small objects.
That's what I'm saying. What she said.
Yeah.
And her husband can breathe fire.
Yeah. So.
And he's working somewhere out there.
Yeah. Technically, he works overseas, is what they say. Izuku grew up not, really. It's not. It's kind of like.
I mean, it's a loving environment. It's just.
Yeah. I'm just surprised the boy didn't flip his lid and went Columbine or become a villain. I mean, literally, this kid did not have it easy from age 4 until 15.
Even before the age of 4, it wasn't. The stuff he was doing was before the age of 4.
Mm-hmm.
But regardless, jumping ahead to the time it takes place, because we don't spend much time with him being 4.
No, we don't spend much time with him as a kid.
More from the time as a teenager.
Yeah. He's now 11 years later, getting ready to go into high school.
Yeah. Wanting to go to UA High.
Ultra Academy High School. #1 in the nation of Japan.
Although, technically, another point of that is that those 2 letters in reverse is the Japanese word for hero.
Mm-hmm.
For hero.
Mm-hmm.
But, regardless.
Yeah, little fun fact, people. Now,
if we know him, we'll pop those in.
His childhood best friend turned bully.
Well, that friendship was somewhat one-sided.
Yeah, as I said.
Mostly one-sided, actually. Maybe 99% one-sided. But I'm getting the semantics. But the
Angry Pomeranian.
regardless, and through meeting his and most people's childhood hero, and hero in this case being literal,
Yeah.
All Might.
The symbol of peace. Japan's #1 hero. And I think still #1 hero in America. Was actually a dual nation #1 hero. I gotta check fast about that though.
Right, and granted, this is this is pretty much a overview of the first 2 seasons, just the first.
It's an overview of the series so far.
It's
just an overview to give an idea of what the series is.
Okay.
So we're going to be talking like All Might, Midoriya, mention Bakugo,
But
a few characters. But we're not really going to go deep. That's actually the next video.
Right. Because I know we
Oh, by the way, people, this is actually a second shooting of this video. A reshooting of the first review / overview video we did. Because when I went to go edit, it actually
got corrupted.
It wouldn't load. So we're splitting the video into 2 parts. So you got
right. But through means we won't get into this more because it's just an overview.
Yeah.
It gets into UA high, gets a quirk, then gets into UA high.
Mm-hmm.
Which I will say this. I'm glad again. This I'm glad he wasn't #1 in the test.
Same. I'm glad that he actually made it where it seems like he didn't know if he was getting in. Too many of these animes out there, especially shonens, give a quick, easy way in. Shows, and that actually doesn't make good for good writing. Shows
it
can, but
let's not bring up any examples right now.
Yeah. I don't know any that had that where the guy entered #1 and had a good show. I know where the main character had a hard time and struggled and pushed his way.
But although technically the getting in is easy, the track through is hard.
Yeah.
That's more along the lines of Baku than Midoriya.
Mm-hmm.
But we get stuff with the hero basic training.
Yeah.
But I should say to those people who have not watched the show, we're not going to discuss what led to this. We should definitely signify the fact that they do not live on campus.
Mm. True. At the moment of time of this season, beginning of the series, no student lives on campus.
But now, but go through hero-based training.
You
pick class representative and deputy rep.
basic high school stuff, but
Attempt to do rescue training.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, they end up needing rescue. Technically.
Jumping a bit ahead, I mean, talking about this as a school, you do end up taking a provisional licenses exam. Usually it's second years and thirds, but
you only get 3 years, so
yeah.
Most high schools usually 3 years.
Yeah, in Japan.
Yeah, but regardless,
Right. By the time
maybe because they start around the age of 15.
Yeah. But for class Midoriya's in, they had to go earlier than that because of everything that's been happening. Which is fine. Then you get into like work studies and stuff like that.
But we'll get to that in the upcoming
videos,
season reviews.
Yeah, I'm just going over a bit of view of how they get into this place.
And I guess that's it for the first season.
Well, that's it for this review. We're not going to give a rating right now, so the series is still ongoing. This is just a review. We'll probably do the second part a bit further down the road.
Maybe in the second season overview. Maybe.
Well, this is just for the series overall. I'm talking about down the road, like in a couple more seasons. It's only on season 5, 6.
Right.
Maybe around season 10 we'll do another overview.
If it goes that far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as we're saying, this is just an overview. This is just to give you an idea of what we're working with. So, keep it twisted, folks.
And let the chaos reign.
Later.